Bigger AI models can actually be faster. Wild, right? Most people assume more parameters means more compute, but that's not how Mixture of Experts works. These models are massive on paper, but only wake up a tiny fraction of their brain for each task. Think of a dense model like a company where every single employee works on every single project. Exhausting, slow, expensive. A Mixture of Experts model is more like a firm with specialists. You only call in the ones you actually need. GPT-4 is widely believed to use this architecture, rumored to have over 1 trillion parameters total. But at any given moment, only a small subset of those parameters are active. That's the whole trick. Here's the mechanic behind it. Each expert is just a separate neural network chunk. A gating network acts like a dispatcher. It reads your input and routes it to the 2 or 3 best experts for that specific job. Everyone else stays off the clock. But here's where it gets wild. Mixtral 8x7b has the theoretical capacity of a 56 billion parameter model, but it only activates about 13 billion parameters per token. You're getting near 70B quality at a fraction of the compute cost. This matters enormously for inference speed. Inference is when the model is actually answering you in real time. Dense models burn through every parameter every single time. Mo models skip most of them entirely. So why doesn't everyone just switch to Mo? Because training is brutal. You have to make sure each expert actually specializes and doesn't collapse into doing the same thing. There's a load balancing problem that's genuinely hard to solve. The routing mechanism is doing serious heavy lifting here. It has to learn which expert handles metaphors, which one handles math, which one handles code. And it has to figure that out during training without being explicitly told. That's an emergent behavior, not a programmed one. Memory is still a bottleneck, though. Even if you're not computing all the parameters, you still have to store them somewhere. That means Mo models need more VRAM than their active parameter count suggests. It's a trade-off, not a free lunch. But for cloud inference at scale, this architecture is a game changer. Google's been using Mo internally for years. Companies serving millions of queries per day save enormous amounts of money when each query only activates part of the model. The economics are completely different. Here's another thing nobody talks about. Mo models can actually be more capable in specific domains precisely because the experts can hyperspecialize. A dense model has to compromise across everything. An expert that only sees certain types of problems gets very, very good at them. The field is moving fast. We're seeing Mo principles bleeding into vision models, multimodal systems, even reinforcement learning setups. The core idea, don't activate what you don't need, is one of those elegant solutions that just keeps finding new places to apply itself. 3 things to remember. Mo activates only a fraction of parameters per token, so it runs faster. The gating network learns routing through training, not rules. And while memory demands stay high, the compute savings at scale are massive. Have you actually tried running a local Mo model like Mixtral yet? And if so, what did you notice about the speed compared to a dense model the same size?